You're either making excuses or you're making history. Every athlete says they want to be great, but let's be honest. Most are just perfecting their excuses. You don't need more hype. You don't need a new playlist. You need one thing. What you need is a decision. Because at some point, you either make excuses or you make history. But you ain't going to do both. I used to say things like, if I had a better coach, if I had better training, if I had the shot, I'd be unstoppable. But you know what? That was just my excuses, wearing a motivational t-shirt. I was blaming the hand I was dealt, but the truth was I wasn't even playing the right hand. Therefore, I stayed stuck, loud on the field, but silent when it came to discipline. Listen, an untrained lion looks powerful until it's time to hunt. Talent without discipline is just decoration, baby. Here's the thing. What if you really were dealt a bad hand? Here's the truth. You were. So was I. So were most champions. So what? Stop folding and start training, because guess what? You don't rise when conditions are perfect. You rise when you decide no more hiding, no more blaming. We all want to win. Even most people avoid the grind. Everybody says they want to be great, but you're skipping reps when no one's watching. Therefore, your life reflects inconsistency. You think no one sees it, but they all see it. Success is like lifting weights. You don't grow when you lift it. You grow when it hurts to hold it, and you hold it anyway. How do you push through when you want to quit? You focus on your why, not your feelings. What's the key to long discipline? One more rep. The difference between losers and legends learn to suffer on purpose. They don't just suffer, they smile through the fire, because the pain was never the enemy. Comfort was. I used to collapse under pressure. I thought I had weak confidence, but no coach could fix what I refused to face. Therefore, I kept trying to feel ready instead of training myself to be ready. Mental toughness is a muscle. The more you use it, when it's weak, the stronger it becomes, and the quieter the excuses get. Can confidence be built, or is it natural? It's built in silence and sweat and repetition. How do you stop doubting yourself? You do the work, even when your inner voice is screaming you're not good enough. That voice in your head, it's never made a champion in its life. So why are you still listening? Let me tell you what changed everything for me. I was in the Ravens facility, low energy, beat up, mentally checked out. Coach pulls me aside and says, "You're not tired, you're undisciplined. You're not hurt, you're hiding." That hit different, because deep down I knew he was right. I was making noise, but I wasn't making history. Imagine hearing this at your lowest moment. You're not unlucky, you're just unfocused. You're not broken. You're listening to the wrong voice in your head. That voice is not truth. It's the prison warden of your own potential. And that was the moment I decided, no more delay, no more negotiating with weakness. It's not about being the most talented. It's about being the most trained, the most consistent, the most willing to finish when everyone else is fade. But you blame your circumstances. But now you know, champions take ownership. Therefore, I need you to walk back into the fire with focus. You avoided the pain, but now you know the pain is a shortcut to power. Therefore, you embrace the work, especially when it hurts. You doubted your mind, but now you know mental toughness is a habit. Therefore, you build it brick by brick, rep by rep. You may never realize this before, but your excuses aren't protecting you. They're preventing you from becoming a champion. And the only thing standing between you and the results you want and the legacy you were born for is the decision you make today. So if you're ready to stop making excuses, drop the word champion in the comments. Let the old version of you know he doesn't run this anymore. If you want the full blueprint of this, get the excuses versus results workbook. And if you want to take it even deeper, sign up for some coaching. Comfort builds nothing. Excuses proves nothing. But the decision you make today, that'll echo in eternity. Your legacy is about what you decide in these moments. Make history.